Our adventure begins by customizing our character, then followed by making our banner. We then give our clan a name, and we give our character a name, Urkun. And we are here. We're going to the nearby city of Makeb, and we start buying food for the road ahead. Having a big variety of food gives you higher steward XP, which means that you can have a bigger party size. After this, we also recruit our first units, some Khuzait nomads, and a bit later we run into some bandits. And unfortunately, we get caught. No! No! And so, it's up to us to fight us. Oh, this is gonna be so bad. I set up my infantry in a loose square other than the square formation that the game gives you, as in my experience, it actually works a lot better. Wait, are loose squares actually working? Oh, because Khuzait, some of them have spears. Didn't know some of the tier 1 Khuzaites had spears. Sadly, we get chopped off our horse, but our units keep fighting and we win. Nice! That went a lot better than I thought it would. We then take the gear that they gave us, which was surprisingly pretty decent. We get an upgrade to our armor and a new horse. We then replenish our units, get some Khuzait Noble Son, which gives us the premium horse archers of the Khuzait, and we chase down some more intense bandits, deserters. Hopefully this time it also goes well.
Infantry! Infantry!
Okay, nice. Now we have cavalry left, right? No, they're all dead. Okay. Well, that was easy. And we get a surprisingly easy victory. We're clan tier 1 now, aren't we? Hell yeah, we're clan tier 1. Let's go. And a few days later, we are clan tier 1, and we talk to Yana, one of the nobles of Khuzait, and we ask to become a mercenary, so we can earn some money. And also have the chance to join fights if they're at war. We then also went to clear out a bandit camp, but I couldn't accept the duel, and so we had to take them on. Oh, I don't know my sword out. Nice. Beautiful. You're throwing rocks, man? After an easy victory, because I did absolutely nothing, we also actually get some pretty decent gear. Again, we get some shoulder guards, and we also get a heavy recurve bow. Thank you. Heavy recurve bow. Thank you. Masterwork jagged spear. Thank you. We then go down to Samira Castle and we see that it's under siege. And so we head over to help them. And after some time, we also get the victory, and I also got some bow XP. We then talked to Sorokov Esma, one of the villages, and he needed help with extortion from deserters. And so of course we stay, and we help him defeat them.
Horse arch after me!
I get some issues with our horse archers. As I make them follow me, they actually don't shoot their bows. I shoot, which is quite weird, and so I had to default to a charge attack. We get a pretty decent victory. We also get 3 renown, which is pretty huge, because we are also soon clan tier 2. We're almost clan tier 2. Come on. We'll then go over to some bandits and delete them from the map so we can reach Clan 02. Oh, Clan 02! We should join as a vassal so we can start to get some land. After this, we go to Chaikand, where we on accident also find Manchud, and so I directly talk to him and I ask to become a vassal, having us join the noblemen of Khuzait and giving us the opportunity to gain land if we were to take a castle or a city. Since we're Clan 02, we start hiring more units as we can have 100 now under our command. I then go over to check my units and make sure that whatever is needed to be upgraded gets upgraded, and then we head to the siege of Khuzait Castle to help them out. Let's join the siege. We'll just auto-resolve it though. Boom.
I don't...
Because it's a win either way. We then also go to Epinosa Castle where we deliver some units for a garrison of one of Manchug's quests. Khuzait Castle is then up for vote, and luckily, we actually get voted for it. Yo, actually? And we win. Yo, thank you. Giving us our first fief out of nowhere. We then talk to Mela, one of the better noblewomen of Khuzait, as we need a wife. And so we talk to her and try to win a little minigame. After this, we talk to Himir because we need a governor for our castle. Then assign him. He's actually pretty decent, just be a normal companion. We add some money to the reserves we can build, and we move on. Then I also sell some leftover gear, and I give myself a needed upgrade, getting better armor so we can actually survive an hour or two. Some time has passed, we can talk to Mela again, and so we have to win another minigame. And with a bit of luck, we get a critical success. We then talk to Gusukan, the head of her clan, and we discuss the final arrangements of the marriage, which is super cheap. And boom, the marriage is arranged. Now we have a pretty high tier noble with better skills than I do under our command, or we can put her in a party if we want to. I then go to Khuzait Castle to check out the garrison. How are they doing? How's the troops looking? And it's looking pretty good. They have a decent amount of archers, and they're also recruiting more horse archers. Since I have a lot of influence, I propose a vote to declare war on the Stellar Empire, and everyone agrees. So the war has begun. I then set up an army with the influence that I have left, with some to spare, and we go to siege Onira. The garrison isn't too strong, and it looks pretty promising. But sadly, some time later, a lot of enemy lords show up, and we have to retreat. And so we pull back, and we go for another re-siege later on. We then siege Korenia Castle. Smaller garrison, faster siege time. But shortly after, a lot of enemy lords show up again, and we have to retreat. We then chase an enemy army, and it quickly disbands. And luckily, we then single out one of the lords, and we try to chase them down as well, and we're able to.
If you please, stop.
We catch Lord Nifon and one more, and we auto-resolve them, taking them as our prisoners. We then move back to Onira again to set up another siege. This time I'm bringing a much bigger army. A bit later, there's enemy lords around, but it's not really a problem. But a problem shows up. An actual big enemy army, and they're recruiting everyone around us. And so we have to retreat again. But some of the enemy lords are pretty stupid, and they get squeezed between us and the mountain. And so we're able to catch them and get some more prisoners, taking some more of the enemy lords out of battle. We then have a siege on Akiser Castle, and we take some of our friendly lords, and we join them to take down the enemy army. 1,500 of us versus 1,200 of them.
Sergeant, soldiers, under my mounted archers! Sergeants, take command! Archers!
We fall in battle because, well, I'm pretty greedy, but our horse archers and the rest of our army are pretty much able to mop up the enemies. We get 17 renown because we got 127 kills from our party alone, and we also get some gear, but it's not the most gear ever. Mela then also gives birth to our first child, which is wonderful because that means one more to our lords, and we also buy some new armor. This time actually getting some proper plate lamellar and a good helmet. And I decided to keep the old armor in case one of our children, when they grow up, if they need better armor. We have that for reserve. Some time later, our first child comes of age, Tosui, but she already has really good armor, probably actually better than what I have equipped currently, and so she didn't need any of our reserve armor, which is good. We then go to join Ilatar's army, and we slowly march down to the Empire, and we start a siege on Amprella. Takes some time to set up the siege, but luckily no enemy lords show up, and we're able to launch it. And so we go into our first proper siege of a city. Oh my god, oh my god. And I start by trying to take down some of the enemy archers up on the battlements so we don't lose too many of our foot soldiers. And we got 23 kills. We didn't really have a lot of our units, and it's all of our low tier units, it's not even our high tier units. That kind of sucks. So sadly we didn't get too much from that battle because we didn't have our best units, but we vote for the owner of Amprella, and luckily we're on the pedestals here. I'm gonna use my influence here to vote for ourselves, and boom, we get our first city. Boom, we got a city. Nice. Amprella is ours. So we follow the army again of Ilatar, and we besiege Myzia, another city. Again, luckily no enemy lords show up, and we're able to start it. And so we have a nighttime siege of Myzia. And again, I will do the same strat as last time, taking down enemy archers so we don't lose too many foot soldiers. The enemy units retreated to the keep, and so we fall them in and start taking them down. And just like that, the siege is over and we have won. But we sadly got absolutely no loot from that. So that was kind of a waste of time. After doing so much, we get nothing. So we wait in my Z a little bit and then the voting begins. And again, we're on the pedestals. So, you know what I'm going to do? I use my influence to vote for myself and we get it. Which means that it wasn't a waste of time because we actually got another city. Which is really rare for this to happen. We then check out our fiefs of what their income are and how big of a garrison they have, so we can manage if we need a bigger garrison or a smaller one. Because we don't want to go minus in income, but we also don't want to have too much of a surplus, because if war breaks out, we want to have a garrison that can actually defend. An allied army is trying to take that million, but there's also an enemy army on the way, and so we joined the allied army to take down the castle before the enemy army is able to catch us. So we're able to do just that, and we sneak around the enemy army. And another child has been born. Which means yet another lord, and more people in our clan, which is wonderful. We're then waiting in Myzia, as I kinda knew an enemy army would show up sooner or later, and here they are. And luckily enough, we also get a peace offer. We should take the peace offer. We should take it. 100%. We'll pay 1,700, we've gotten what, 2 cities? We've gotten, no, 1, 2, 3 cities and a castle. We should take this. Yeah, I think we should 100% take this. I'm gonna vote to get the relation bonus. I'm actually gonna use all my influence. I'm curious as to why Umbrella's food stock has been -9 this whole time. Like, what is going on over here? Then a weird bug where the food stocks of Umbrella was stuck at 0 even though they were in surplus, which meant that the garrison kept dying over and over and over again. And so we went to check it, and we were able to fix it after some time. It kind of resolved itself. But then also got some upgrades. We got some piercing arrows for our bow to deal even more damage. And a little bit later, our second born child, our son Okon, also becomes of age. Okay, let's see if Okon gets good armor or not. I feel like he might not. I feel like he might get the steward build. I don't know. Okay, it's not the best, but it's decent enough, I think. I have some armor in reserve that we can equip him with. We'll see how bad this is. Okay, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It just looked worse. You know, it's pretty decent. He has a glaive as well, nice. We then also launched Tosui and Okan's own parties, and so now our clan has 3 parties roaming the map, which is wonderful. There's also then a vote to declare war on the Southern Empire, and of course, everybody wants that, because we are on a rampage and the Khuzait are growing. We then join Tulag's army, and we help them trail an enemy army. And something pretty interesting happens here that I don't think I've ever seen in the game before. He sacrificed himself! Holy shit, what? Oh my god. Let's go. Usually the AI is pretty dumb. This time, an allied lord sacrifices themselves so the army can actually catch up. And so we launch a pretty important battle. If we take down these enemy lords, there will be way less enemies on the map to repel our attacks. Sadly, my greed kills me again. Yeah, fuck. But our army keeps going and it looks pretty green. The grass is green. All is good. Holy shit. We got so many kills. 171. Isla died on the battlefield down. That's sad. After this, we joined the siege of Korenia Castle. The castle we tried to take down before, where a bunch of enemies showed up. Thank you. Shortly after, the castle is ours, and the Southern Empire just fully surrenders because they have almost no lords left and they just lost castles, and so they can't really do anything and they give up. Yeah, we already got peace. I knew that. They just surrendered immediately. Nice. Look at us. We got Yogur's castle, we got Myzia, we got Umbrella, and we got Kaisar. And we got Kaisar Castle. I mean, we're set. We have pretty much the same amount of fiefs as the... We have how many fiefs? We have 4. And Urkunite, which is the leader of the kingdom, has 5. And they have Tepes Castle, Epinosi Castle, Makeb, Korena Castle, and Chekan. So we actually have as many cities as the leading clan. As in my opinion, the Khuzait AI is the strongest AI in the game. They usually do really well in all campaigns. And so this is the end of this video. We got so much land and so much power so quickly, which really shows just how strong the Khuzait are. And if you enjoyed this video, maybe press a like, maybe subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.